Hey, what's up, guys? This is Andy from the Deck Box.
And Marcus.
And today we have Dinomist versus PePe's.
Yours truly.
Dinomist on your left, PePe on your right.
Yeah.
Looks like Dinomist won the dice roll, but Obstacle second, so PePe is going first.
Yeah. This is a deck that I've been wanted to play for a long, time. And to tell everybody that I'm gonna play it, and hope you like it. Hope you like the duel. So he opens up Luster and Plush Fire. He pops a Plush to special and search one.
It's a pretty strong opening.
It is. He goes Juggler, which is weird because most people want to go like Trick Clown first and overlay, then see, get some gears going. But I see people do a lot of Juggler more for some reason.
Unless his hands kind of was not that great, so he wants to bring up the Juggler first. So eventually, once he gets in the graveyard, he could do his search.
That's true. He opened up Vector to Face Off. Face Off is a really good card. The fact he gets the warning, it's good, and at this moment, I actually want him to have Vector on the board more than Master Pendulum. But either or, he has a skill to come out no matter what. Yeah, see Vector's on the board. I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, he has a scale set up, so either way, both of them will come out eventually.
But now he has to actually use his Pendulum Summon to make Dinosaur if he does play it. Because before, he could just make it easily.
But I thought Master Pendulum's not a tuner.
No. Dinosaur, it says you can just chip both of the monsters. Bring him out.
Oh, you're talking about the fusion.
The fusion, yeah.
I'm thinking the synchro. So.
Dinosaur, yeah. He could bring him out if Master Pendulum's on board. But he didn't. He's a Pendulum here. Yeah.
For 2 Plush Fires and the Master Pendulum.
Yeah. The reason I'm going first that I don't like that much in the PePe deck is that you waste so much resources if you do the correct, overlay units, you do the correct play. Though right here, he's doing a good play. He's doing Magister, so you can get the search end phase. See? That's the play you want to do. You want to search, detach the Juggler, and keep searching. So you can have all your combo pieces.
Searches the lizard off the Feral Imp.
Yeah, that's a draw. It's really good with Guitar Turtle. Good Turtle, pretty good. Good little 2-piece combo. There goes the Joker.
Wait, how do you get the Joker? Oh, end phase, right?
Yeah, Magister's effect end phase, he searched the Joker.
Okay.
Yeah. So I shuffled that cutter. So now I know he has a Joker and a draw hand. I drove a turn already, thinking of what to do. See his field, trying to see what's combos I could do. Wiping his board out. Okay, so Dino Charge is like a Tenki. I can search any Dinomist monster.
Upon activation.
Yeah, activation. And if they die by any means, I could add one of those back. So for instance, if I have a full board and a dark hole, I can add any of those back, but only one though. But if I have 3 face up, I can add 3 back. So that's on Pietro. Pietro's like the little searcher guide of the deck. When it kills a monster by battle, you search any Dinomist card, spell, chop, or monster.
Right, and you add it to your hand.
Yeah. So I special the Ceratops by its own effect. That it's like a Savage Dragon. If I control a Dinomist monster and it's not him, I special him for free. So now I'm just tell my opponent what he does. He goes, okay. I don't care if he specials, I just want my search. Yeah. So player, I search first.
I mean, either way, both of you are, I guess, getting something out of that battle.
Yeah. So now I search Bracon. Bracon's like another Savage Dragon. If I control none of him on the field and my opponent controls the highest monster on board, I special him for free. So special. And you can see one of my favorite plays in the deck. He's reading it because he's like, okay.
I mean, the Dinomist, yeah, they have their basic pendulum effects, but it's about their different monster effects.
I go Nova into Infinity, great card, take his. Now I have 4 materials.
Yes.
Now I can negate. I sit 4 back row, which is really weird for my deck because I only played a little bit traps. And I actually drew all of them. That's pretty funny. So I'm going to space the Vector on this draw phase. The reason why is because it makes him waste another card his hand to,
Why would you space the Vector and not the Luster?
Because with the Luster, he has no tuner in his extra deck. If I space the Luster and he has Lizard Draw and Joker in hand.
Right.
So he could keep searching and Synchro would make a Nixter. I don't have to do that. I hit the Vector.
I forgot, what scale is Lizard again?
Lizard 6.
Yeah, but Luster is 5. So,
yeah.
Oh, right. You left the 5 on, so he needs a low scale, okay.
Exactly. And I'm making search the Plush Fire, the third one, I believe.
I would think he searched the...
See? Plush Fire. He needs to have it. But even though it's 5, also Plush Fire. So what he'll do is, he has that in hand. He's stuck right now, because he knows what I did was a pretty, good play. So right now he's kind of uncomfortable in a way. C Plush.
I mean, does he have another plush? I thought plush.
No.
Plush is scale 5, right?
Yes.
Unless. All right. I think people play only like one mirror conductor these days, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. So.
I thought he would have searched a conductor for like a low scale.
See, he summoned the Joker because he knows he's in a tight situation. I'm gonna get Joker with the Infinity. He goes to extra deck. Is the fusion. Is it okay? He's gonna grab like Master Pendulum, which is weird. I mean, he could still fuse. I don't know why he doesn't do Dinoster. I mean, he paid 500 for
Mirror conductor.
Mirror Conductor. I didn't negate it because like Infinity did defect. So now he probably goes into maybe a regular 0 to draw a card to summon Infinity, or he could go like a Emerald and attack and do the effect. Well, it depends what I have. So he goes regular 0.
Right.
He's thinking.
I mean, I would think that's a good play, but I at this point I probably wouldn't know what your back row is.
Yeah. Guys, I play 2 cards that you probably gonna like judge me for, but I think it's really good this format, and I only play for one key reason, and she's in my extra deck. So you will see in about a couple seconds. So wait for him. I'm like, okay, pay your cost. Like target, he targets Infinity.
I mean, for the most part, your trap cards would.
Yeah, at the moment I use Nightmare, Trap Jigsaw, Trap Hole Nightmare.
Right.
So people like he wondered why I played it because I play with Physia in the extra deck, so I could send that card, and I play bottoms also. Cause when you punch them a lot, a bottomless hurts all those cards. So my turn. I'm thinking what's in my hand. Yeah, at this moment he's like, he knows he's stuck. He can't. He needs Wavering Eyes. He can't Pendulum Summon. The only thing he could do right now is if I kill that card, he could summon Plush, and that's all. So I'm reading. I attack. He pays 500's cost. I negate.
I think he pays another 500 for plush fire.
This is what he messed up on, because I get a replay and I still get my search.
I mean, I guess he wants again, just like the play that happened before. He wants to go plus. Or
Yeah.
at
See,
least
now
get something out of
I
it.
get a little more plus, because now I get to add a monster. I gotta get to scale because no more vector, and I have 2 charges. So now if my things die, I can add back 2 cards instead of 1 card. And this is when I go. I'm not done yet because I have this trap card that's really broken. It's a charge of Dinos. Dino Rush basically special summons any Dinomist card, but it's unaffected by everything else and it dies during the end phase. Oh no, he's right. I did rush the Petron. But it doesn't matter because I could just pop the scale to save it anyways. So it doesn't really matter. And I didn't quite normal summon, so I could just die, get back by charge, and do it again. So it'd make a difference. 'Cause now I'm set on my scales. That's another back row, which is the rush I searched. And there you go. So at this moment, if my Petron dies, I could just pop the low scale to save it, and it just stays on board, and I get it right back with charge. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't quite change the game state or the match in general, because he's really stuck still. Because to fight an Infinity and 2 back row and good scales is really hard.
I mean, it's hard. That's a obstacle itself. But then, if you look a little to your right, it doesn't look like he had a lot of cards in hand.
No, he doesn't. He's forced to do Sorcerer. This is when it gets a little weird because he doesn't use Luster Effect. I don't know if he plays a second Sorcerer probably, but he doesn't use Luster Effect to do it. And if he did, I was gonna Infinity anyways. So I'm waiting.
Well, maybe that's why we didn't want you to Infinity it.
Yeah, I wanted to Infinity that Luster and the Luster. Then again, I don't want to because Luster is a tuner. So I'm trying to make Luster sting in the Pendulum Zone more than in the extra deck. He's scarier in the extra deck than in the Pendulum Zone itself.
Can do
summons-
something for 5.
Yeah. Vector, Joker, 2 plush, and a Mirror Conductor. I said that's fine. I respond with Bomb the Trap Hole. Good card. I hit the 2 high ones, so now he's stuck. Now he's like, oh. Because what he wanted to do was probably make, Conductor my Affinity, make like make a Trapeze, make another XYZ, banish the Juggler, special summon a hat trick. It had 3 monsters on the board, XYZ monsters, and he could do massive damage. But since I hit 2 cards, now he's limited to probably 1 at max, maybe 2.
He has 2 cards in hand. I believe he didn't normal summon yet this turn.
No normal summons at all. He did a Mirror Conductor effect there, and I didn't choose to negate. So that kind of threw him off a little bit. And he goes Castell. Oh, that's fine. So I'm pretty sure he forgot the whole thing with Sorcerer and Luster. So that's the reason why everything go through. So you could, when you catch him off guard, it kind of messes up their mind in a way. It's like bluffing. So when I did that, it kind of messed them up a little bit. She's like, I can't believe the effect went through, and I could the Affinity. So now he's a little frustrated. You could tell he keeps reading the same cards, the same skills. Basically, 6 and 3, what they do is skill 6 protects them from targeting, and skill 3 protects them from destruction by battle or a card effect, and it goes with his Stratos. Sorry, guys. So he targets my Petron, and I use the skill 6 to do it, and he gets kind of like another frustration again because he asked, and I told him what it does. So I let him take it back and hit my skill, which is fine. Because either or, I still have good field advantage. He attacked already. He kind of did nothing else. So he's kind of stuck in a way.
He got the Juggler in his graveyard.
He can't. He's stuck.
Okay. Now he searches the hat trigger.
Yeah. Why he didn't do it before, I don't know, guys. It's weird. He could have done.
Now he activates the Luster.
Yeah. Sorcerer.
So I believe he has 4 cards in him. Right, I believe he has 4 cards. One being a sorcerer, one being a hat tricker.
See, he doesn't do the sorcerer play, which is weird. Unless he didn't have, he didn't want to. He was Pataminus. He does the material.
Looks like there was a Gee Turtle in there too.
So he wants to combo Gee Turtle. So I asked him, response anything? Because he has the Pataminus. He's just like, huh. He's thinking. He's like I said, throwing your opponent off, it's really good. Like, sometimes you gotta like put him on the edge. Put like, anything response, throw him off right here. It's the pressure. Dino Rush. This is when I probably summon Rex. Because Rex is my own Ignister in the deck. See? He goes, did you summon Patron? I said, no, I'll summon the big guy. But my mistake, I did summon Patron. But it doesn't matter because I could just pop the scales, like I said before. And actually would have helped me a lot more, honestly. Because I could have made like I could have made a Zemayo, or could have made like a Tyrus. So I special Rex. Rex does basically an index to it. It has 2 effects. If I attack during the damage step, I can tribute one other Dinomist card or monster, and I get the first effect of attacking twice to a monster and does piercing to the defense monster, and tribute another Dinomist monster. Shuffle any card on the field or the hand into the deck, and it gives 100 attack. It does not target. So basically, it's an innister. You have to respond when I tribute my my Dinomist monster.
I think he could. I think shouldn't you at least say which effect you plan to activate?
I do.
All right.
I tell him at the end of the damage step, I'm gonna activate effect. And I say activate effect number 2. See, he Pallades me. He targets my Rex, and I tell him you could target him, but it fizzles because he's unaffected. You can still target an unaffected monster by card effects. It doesn't say you can't target him.
So you run over the Castell.
Yeah, he takes
spin
it.
back to Pleiades.
Yeah. I spin back to Pallades. He takes 18s at 800. And because of that, I drew a scale for my turn. At a Pendulum Summon, I and I make this OT Cowboy for game. And he goes, okay, I took game 1.
I mean, it seemed like it was pretty much one side throughout the whole duel.
Yeah. We did the gentleman's side. We took out wavering. I only mean 2, and I sided 1. And for confirmation, I showed him the third one. And he's the one that told me about this one card on my side deck that really hurts the meta. It's called Summer Limit. So I basically sided Summer Limit against him. Thank you, Andy. Summer Limit, Reverie of the Warlords, and 2 Draw Lockbirds.
You're not playing goals in match, or you're just not playing against?
No, I could have decided it, but I don't want to go overboard because you know, it was too cheap goals in match. Like he loses instantly. You know, I don't want to just have another one-sided duel. I want to have a good duel challenge. If it goes in match, they have no way to get rid of it unless you side Twin Twisters. So he goes first again, which is weird on my part.
Yeah, although I don't understand why he would want to go first. I mean, in the OTK format, why not go second so he could actually OTK?
My guess is that he's scared that I can go Infinity Freeze at first turn, which I can in the deck. He's scared of that play because he see my back row, he see what it's capable of, so he don't want to go through that because that first turn, unless you play Kaijus or unless you have Lava Golem on your side, you're not getting rid of that field. It's really, really hard.
It's funny, I actually considered siding Lava Golem in this format simply just for the meta.
I agree with you. I was gonna side a Kaiju monster, honestly, the weakest one. Game 2.
That's the sea turtle, right?
Yep, the weakest one attack. 2200 attack.
It's funny. I was looking actually earlier this morning. I was looking at some of the builds that
Mormos play and they decided 3.
Yeah, no, they played it in YCS Sydney, I think.
Yeah.
Where people were siding in the sea turtle.
Yeah, that's for the reason why. Because the same reason I said, because they don't want to go against Infinity. What you do is that you actually tribute the Philia, but let's go back to the match. So I opened.
You took 2 jokers to the face because I'm assuming you don't have anything.
No, I could have stopped one of the attacks, but I actually wanted to take it.
So you bring out whatever he is.
That's the other one. He's like a little boat. Basically,
He's like a Burden of the Mighty.
Yes. For each Dinomist card I control, even himself and the skills and the spell card, you lose 100 attack and defense. So right now his Joker is weaker than me.
Is that 16 to your guy's 17, right?
Yeah, and he does his luster. I thought he was gonna attack then do Igniter, but he doesn't. He wants more.
Yeah, this is a bit of a greedy play. I think he
Yes.
just wants to get rid of your 2 monsters.
Yes. So he does the effect special from the deck, and I nightmare trap it. I pick his card up and like, there you go. Sorry.
Kind of a dick move.
Yeah, I had to. That's who I am, guys. I'm sorry. Draw his own
And
one.
he passes well.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, because I really drew bad, guys. I'm sorry. I drew really trashy. Like, I don't want to open that guy. I want to like search into him. I'd rather open a Pietrin or open a charge. But what can you do? You gotta do what you can. So he takes some damage.
Takes the 17 direct.
Yeah, and I just pass turn. Oh, in my hand I have a Rescue Hamster and something else, I believe, in my hand.
I also rescue him, so we're
I love it. Make Infinity fast. I usually do Zemayo with him. I summon Rescue Hamster, target my Ceratops if I have one in the extra deck. Summon 2, Zemayo, pop back row. And it's pretty good. I need a Guard Charger. I could like overlay it on top so I could like OTK fast.
What would you, on top of the Maya,
Mm-hmm.
right? Well,
I could do like a Vocasaurus on him.
well, the funny thing is that I remember a friend of ours, when he was playing Constellars, he would constantly make 5s, and one of his plays was make a Shark Fortress. Make another monster attack twice, then throw a Gaia Charger on top of it.
True. So he said Vector, which was weird. Okay.
He drew pretty bad too then.
Then I Patron searched. He jugglered me. I got my Ceratops. And Ceratops is a 3 skill, so I'm gonna scale it right now. I'm like, let me just. Can I please play Yu-Gi-Oh? Let me just scale this thing. And I have a pretty good field, but he has more cards than me. He has more advantage. I have no cards in the extra deck. He has like 4 monkey board, 3 cards in hand. I think one of them's a Joker, I believe, and the juggling graveyard.
There should be 2 Jokers in there. 2 Jokers, a Luster, and the Vector. Because he brought out 2 Jokers, one of them you ran over, the other one he synced with the Luster, and then that was just the Vector he just said.
So right here, I'm like, what I do to my my friends that I play and my opponents, I kind of toy with them in a way too. I'm a jerk. So back then in BA format, I constantly kept drawing Flying C and just disrupted his Burning Abyss deck. So that scarred him like, I don't know, forever. So he was gonna pendulum summon. So I'm like, I have a Flying C in my hand. He's looking at me like, if you have him a scoop, I was like, summon. So he gets scared, so he pops my back row. So I'm sorry, Richie. I can't. I keep bluffing. I can't help it. So I pop his monkey board MST. I don't want the pendulum summon. I'm making reach more cards in hand.
For those of you who can't see the glare, I think that was his bottomless.
Yeah, it's bottomless. I have ugly plastic guys. I'm so sorry. Like my deck looks like a Ronald McDonald. Like I have yellow and red extra deck sleeves. Those are McDonald's. Like it's bad. He searches a big lizard. Yeah. Boom. See, if it had bottomless, that would never happen. Because of that, this is happening. This crazy board is happening right now. That. Mm-hmm. And this is when I go, oh crap, I lose because he's gonna do these amazing plays. He's only 8 though, perform power because of the sorcerer. So he's huge now. So I was like, he has 28, 28, 50, 23, 18, 50. So I'm kind of scared. I'm like, oh crap. So I'm trying to bluff. I'm like, yo, I got Juggle in my hand. I got Manko.
See, at this point, I'm confused. Why did he sync with the other Joker? Why not sync with the Vector? That we have 2 Jokers that's 28.
That is true.
I mean, that would definitely put a lot more damage on the board.
Definitely. But this moment, he's probably under pressure. So he's probably, like, listen, I just want to do something. I don't care. He probably wasn't looking at the Vector. I think he uses the Vector to do extra. Yeah, he does the Majesty play right now. Yeah, so he pops my Ceratops.
I guess it would have been the same results.
Yeah, see, he pops my Ceratops, or he pops the Rex, and I do Ceratops to save my Rex. So his effect fizzles. So right now, all the cards do 400 attack because the level 1700 one.
It's actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because both of your scale, the high scale and the low scale,
Protects.
is enough to stop Ignister.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this doesn't bother me. But I believe that's a Master Pendulum? Yes,
yeah.
That's a Master Pendulum. And for some reason, he doesn't do Dinosaur. For reasons why, I don't know. That card is really good. He doesn't Diamond, see, he's thinking, he's frustrated of Dino Charge.
I think he could have made Dinosaur here.
He should have.
He could have because look, he overlaid the 2 for the Magic Vector, and then doesn't Magic Vector let you switch summon one from the extra deck?
Yeah, but you gotta sacrifice your 2800 Joker.
Well, yeah, that's true.
He should have did Dinosaur first, but he didn't do it for some reasons why I don't know.
Actually, I probably would have sacrificed the Joker. I mean, because when you have all 3 on the field, it's kind of hard to get over.
Yeah, if you have Magister, Dinosaur, and an Igniter on the board, it looks kind of cool having the family, but it's really hard because Dinosaur protects all of them, and he's a 2950 booty.
Yep.
So he draws instead first. Then he makes his little play. Yeah, see, he makes the Magister. He specials. And at the moment he has game, but I kind of wanted him to go Dinosaur so I could see the whole family on board, but he doesn't do it. He doesn't give me the satisfaction. It's a jerk.
I don't think there's a need to overextend, I guess.
I told him he had game 2 already, but I just wanted to see the Dinosaur on field with the family. I just wanted to see that part, but.
I mean, if you want, there's a video on against me. I think past couple of days I uploaded where my friend or my opponent did bring out all 3, but I was still able to get over the field.
Yeah, so I keep buffering him. I'm like, I have Minko attack directly. See, he keeps laughing, and I'm like, okay, just can't worry about it. Yeah, so he took game 2. Okay, guys, sorry, he took game 2. Game 3 ended.